Rated G. What's up, guys? It's the MiddleAgedGamer, and we are playing Train Sim World 2020. We're going to go ahead and do another Long Island Railroad route. I know I just did a video on this, but I want to get some of these scenarios done that I haven't done as of yet. And as my last video stated, I don't think you can get anything above a bronze medal on Change of Jamaica. So DTG, Dovetail Games, if you guys need someone out there to make you good scenarios, to make sure that they can earn a bronze, a silver, or gold, please hit me up. I love you guys. As much as I like to complain, you guys do make the best train sim video game. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and go in order with Suburban Sunset, 60 minutes long, 3 out of 5 difficulty. Description is operate a local service on its final leg from Ronkonkoma to Penn Station using the M7 Long Island Railroad locomotive, and it starts in Hicksville, goes all the way to Penn Station is what we're doing. Let's go ahead and start the scenario up, guys. Let me get a little sip of my, what is that? Ooh, LIRRM3 is coming out. Interesting. Suburban Sunset, here we go. Got no idea what we're doing. I do like how this station is actually labeled Hicksville, though, because the last scenario for Jamaica, I couldn't find any signs that said, or signage that said Jamaica at that particular station, which I thought was kind of strange. I'm assuming that's our locomotive coming in. Just gonna have a quick look downstairs. Oh, I can't go downstairs. I was gonna have a quick no. No, can't do it, guys. That's unfortunate. So I'll just go back to my spot, unless this is my train. Look at the map. That's definitely not my train coming in, because we're going to be going that way to Penn Station. So this must be my train right here. Ooh. Okay, well, you can stop right there. That's a weird place to stop. Let's go ahead and sit in the engineer's seat and get going as soon as possible. I'm hoping the timetable is a little bit more lax. We are going to put the lights in bright. We want the marker lights off, which I'll show you why here in a second. Master key definitely needs to go on. Reverser to forward, and we do need to charge the brakes here in a second. Let's go to max brake. There we go. What is it asking for? What does it want me to do? I know we need to charge the brakes right there. Let's go ahead and charge it up to 90. All right, we're charged on brakes. What does it want me to do? I don't get it. We're in forward. There we go. I've already charged the brakes. I guess I didn't. Did I break the scenario? Broke the scenario because I charged the brakes too early. Yeah, I definitely broke the scenario. Let's go ahead and restart, guys. Again, if you guys need any help in the technical department of programming or making scenarios, let the middle-aged gamer know. Just kidding. Let's do this. Let's do this again. So I just broke the scenario. Do not charge the brakes before it tells you to charge the brakes. Just gonna point that out at the very start. So that's our train coming into the station right now. I'm gonna look at the map just to show you guys what we're doing. We're going from Hicksville all the way down, straight line, and then we'll curve off here into Penn Station. So it should be a pretty fast haul from Hicksville on up until getting to this area. I do like how this station is actually labeled, and if you guys remember the last video for Change at Jamaica, the Jamaica station did not have any signage anywhere, which is kind of strange. And sun is definitely setting. It is 6:05 p.m. local time. Takes about an hour, so we'll get there around 7:05, I guess, 7:06. Ooh, excuse me. Let's go get in the engineer's seat. Master key definitely needs to go on first. We're going to go ahead and turn the headlights to bright. I'm going to make sure the marker lights are off. We don't want the brake lights up front. And let's go ahead and set our reverser. What does it want us to do? Definitely want to go to max brake, so let's change that. If I can get it. Jesus Christ. Neutral, max brake. There we go. That's what I wanted. And now we got to charge the brakes to 90. Again, I charged the brakes before doing all of that. Don't do that. Definitely not what you're supposed to do. We're going to unlock just the right-hand side doors before heading out of Hicksville. I'm hoping the timeline is not insane like Change of Jamaica, but I'm going to start off playing it like it is insane. Get the brakes down to 11% so we can head out relatively quickly. And we will be locking the doors momentarily, so lock right. And we're going to make a quick getaway out of this station, just in case the timetable's insane like it normally is. Oh. It'd be helpful if you put the reverser in forward. There we go. I thought I had it in forward. Apparently not. I think I had it in neutral for a second. So we're going straight to full power. I know it's early. But we only have, what, 9, 10, 3 minutes to go 3 miles. That's not a lot of time, guys. Even at 80 miles per hour, definitely not a lot of time. I don't know why I just switched my view to that. That's really strange. I'll take it. Slight decline, 0.4 grade, as you see in the bottom right there. And now we should get clearance to 80 in just a second. Once the back end hits that section. Just making sure we stay at 40 or under. There we go. Straight to full notch 10. Get it up to 80 miles per hour as quickly as possible. We've already burned through a minute of our time. We still have 2.5 miles to go. So I said 3 miles in 3 minutes. Well, we already burned through 1 minute. We're not even down a mile yet. Not a good sign. Let's go ahead and get inside for a second. Start reducing power once we hit 77 or so. There we go. Go ahead and let it coast. You see a crossing. I'm not sure if there's any signage on the side of the railroad, or if it's even required to use your horn, but I am going to use it. We're under a minute with almost a full mile to go. Not great news. About as hard as you can brake, so we will be within the minute, which is good. But definitely not ahead of schedule. I mean, that's about as good as a stop you can do right there. Unlock the right. Had a brain fart for a second right there. So apparently this route's going to be absolutely atrocious on the timetable so far. We barely made that. And that's about as fast as I can pick it up and as fast as I can stop it without just risking running past the entire platform. Even the stop is relatively slow. How much space did we cover there? So we were up here, I think, somewhere, like right there. It's a pretty good section right there. I'm going to save my train by for the next section. Let's go ahead and prepare the train. Let's get down to minimum brake just to hold it steady here. We'll lock the doors here in a second. I'm going to make another quick start out of here, if at all possible. Okay, let's go ahead and head out. So we've got to be there in basically a minute and a half. I'm going to go ahead and go full throttle again. Was it Carlisle Place or Carl Place? Carly Place. Not sure how to pronounce it. Someone from the north is more than welcome to comment in the section below. Please hit the subscribe button below. Hit that like button if you guys can. I don't know if it helps me out or not, but I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Once we do, I'm giving away 50 games. Not sure how I'm going to distribute 50 of these amazing titles that I have on hand, but I will figure out a way to get to, I guess, get it to my regulars or to my subscribers, one or the other. Alright, we're already 900 yards away or so. Still going to be within the minute. Should be stopped right now, but ran a few yards past. That's fine. Go ahead and unlock the right. And let's go ahead and prepare the train. Put it back into minimum brake, assuming you're on level ground, which we are. I'm going to, if I can get out of this view, that's our back side. Let me get back to the front. That's not what I want. There we go. I want to do a train by for you guys real quick. Got to do at least one scenario at the bare minimum. That's a pretty decent view right there. Moving forward. I wonder what it would be like to be a conductor doing this day in and day out. I actually met a buddy down in Houston that does a street rail down there, so he'd be able to give you guys a good idea. Kind of wish I had his job, kind of wish I don't. I don't know if I'd want to be stuck in traffic at all, especially in Houston. We're going to make a pretty fast getaway out of here as well. Don't have to worry about the wheels slipping at all, which is nice. We go for our first train by. Next stop, Mineola. Looks like it's about 2 miles out. We gotta be there by 18:18. Giving us about 2 minutes or so. Beautiful looking train. About a mile out. And we have just about a minute to stop. Definitely braking hard. Much better stop. Let's go ahead and unlock the right hand side. Not a whole lot of people getting off here. So it looks like we're definitely stopping at every station along the way. That's where we're at on the map. Probably about a third, maybe a little bit longer than that. So I'm worried about the speed restrictions in here, this area, so we'll see what happens with that. Gonna stay in the exterior probably for the entirety of the next section, and I'll go back to the interior for a little bit, just so you guys have a little bit of a break from looking at the inside of the cab. Ooh, I like that school bus turning. It's pretty cool. I don't remember seeing any school buses in this game. I'm not sure if that's new or not. Pretty good rendering. Alright, passengers have loaded. I've got to wait till 18:19, so we're actually a few seconds early, which is nice for once. Lock the doors. Prepare the brakes to minimum brake. And let's go ahead and take off again. We're going to do a relatively quick start. Next stop is 1.2 miles. We have to be there by 18:21, about a minute and a half. So yeah, timetable is absolutely crucial in this game. Or should I say brutal is probably the better word for it. Not really. Well, it's crucial too, but I'd say it's more brutal than anything. A little bit of a turn off right there. Definitely a long train. The brakes are very, very good on this, but it does take a while to stop considering how heavy and long the train is. And the timetable, I mean, there's no relaxed braking even possible in this scenario. Come on, start the braking. There we go. Wasn't letting me get into the brakes on the keyboard. I had to keep tapping the key. We'll definitely be there on time, or right at the time we need to be, which is nice. I need to let off the brakes just a bit. Unlock the right hand side. Let's go ahead and work on setting up another train by as well. "20 minutes into the scenario or so. Go ahead and set up the brakes to minimum so we can get ready to go. Keep getting call after call. It's Friday, folks. Go home and relax. Everybody wants to call me Friday afternoon when trying to get something done last minute. Now is not the time. You should have called yesterday when I had plenty of time to help you guys out. That's horrible to say. I'll probably have to be working right after I get done doing this scenario. Lock the right-hand side doors. We'll go ahead and head out of this station onto the next one. There we go. New Hyde Park's the next location. Got to be there at 1824. It's only a mile away. But still, we don't have time to waste. Sunset's going down. And I'm hungry. I need to eat something. I've been driving this train all day. I'm tired. Mentally and physically exhausted. Go. Just like in real life. Let's go ahead and get inside the cab for a little bit. Slowing down already. I have about 45 seconds to get in there. Of course, our actual minute is not a minute in game. You can see the in-game time definitely moves a lot quicker. Did not do the horn for that one. It's unfortunate. I didn't see it till it was too late. Honestly, I don't know if you're even supposed to use the horn on this portion of the country or this particular route. Usually when there's a lot of houses on the left-hand, right-hand side, you don't typically use the horn. I know like Union Pacific and cargo trains, they do regardless. There might be some quiet zones depending on what state you're in, but Texas, I mean, the sidings could be lined with houses and they're going to blow their horn. Although there is a quiet period, usually I want to say it's around midnight to 4 or 5 a.m. They don't blow the horn where I'm at. All right, we'll stay on the interior for the next portion of the route. I do have the window down so you guys can hear the train sound just a little bit better. I forgot we have different views too. I was going to cycle through them, but I'll wait till the next stop. Okay, let's go ahead and lock the right-hand side doors. In fact, what kind of other views do we have? There we go. Let's use this view for the next one. I didn't set up the brakes, unfortunately, but it's fine. We're going to stay on this view. I haven't done this view in forever on any of my scenarios, so... We do have to get down to 60 miles per hour and 2 miles, but that's past Floral Park, which is our next stop. So we are cleared to 80. Again, only 1.3 miles to go to our next stop. We're going to stay in this view for the duration of this part. Go. We're supposed to be there in under a minute. I think the timetable is actually kind of stressing me out a little bit. What is that? Oh, a baseball field. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's go ahead and start braking. Hopefully I don't get sandwiched with the camera in between these two trains. Braked a little bit too hard. We'll still be within the minute. Need to coast just for a second. There we go. That's pretty much right on. Get a decent view. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oop, not that. Camera's always a little wonky. Let's go ahead and prepare our brakes. Let's put it in minimum brake to get ready for the next section. Let's look at the map too, see where we're at. Looks like we're about halfway to Penn Station. Still on the fastest portion of the track right here, and I think things will probably change as we come into here and slow down a little bit. Of course, I'm sure we'll go much slower in the Penn Station, more than likely. Doing good so far, over 7,000 points, experience points in the top right, which is nice. Super excited. If you guys haven't already, please hit the like button below. Subscribe. Add me at twitch.tv/MiddleAgedGamer. Help me out. All you got to do is view. You don't have to pay money. You don't have to do anything other than hit a little button that takes 2 seconds of your time. I definitely appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. All right, let's head out of here. 5.7 miles to Jamaica as the next stop. Nice little raised train station here. Stay in the exterior just for a little bit. Keep in mind, you do have to be under 60 miles per hour coming up. About 800 yards. Keeping an eye on that. We'll be able to go up to 90 here in just a second, which is nice. Back to 80. Okay, switching tracks. Go, got clearance to 80. Let's go ahead and speed up just a bit. Supposed to be there in roughly 5 minutes or so. Seems definitely doable. We have to slow down before we hit Jamaica. And let me see if I can get back. I do like that view though. I need to get back to my regular view. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Let's just relax as if we're the actual engineer right now. Train's definitely bouncing around just a bit. Sure, it's very realistic to how the actual line is as well. You know, American rails are not the greatest. Still hoping they build the high-speed train out here in Texas. Talking about installing part of the route from Dallas to Houston. So that'd be pretty exciting. But I'm hoping it goes to Austin and to San Antonio as well at some point in the future. So we do have to get down to 35 miles per hour in about 1.7 miles. Do my best to not speed moving forward. Two miles to go to Jamaica. Braked a little bit too hard at the start there. That's fine. Not a huge issue. There we go. We're at 35, which is what we need to be at. And we'll have to get down to 15 miles per hour just before the station as well. Actually, it's coming up pretty quick. Definitely a beautiful station coming up. Just hoping we make there in time. I don't know if we're going to get there by 1835 the way things are looking. I really don't want to push it with going or having the speed at this station. There we go. We will be within the minute though, which I think that's going to be the most important thing. And we're definitely over halfway through our journey. Next stop or next major destination is going to be the Penn Station. Barely going to be within the minute. Not the greatest stop, but that was as good as I can do for the time being. Anyways, guys, if you made it to this point of the video, which is, I think, over 30 minutes at this point, please put cheers below. Might have a special gift for you if you hit this point. In fact, I will have a special gift for you. Although it might be a cheesy gift, you will get a gift if you made it to this point and put cheers below. I'm assuming I can private message on YouTube. If not, I'll have to figure out what to do. Alright, so we're at Jamaica right now. Obviously, very busy station. Trains coming in, trains leaving, as you guys can see. quick look at the map. So we started all the way in Hicksville, which is right here. And we're just going up to Penn Station right there. So depending on how fast this portion of the route is, we'll be there, I'm guessing, in about 15 minutes or so, depending on how many stops there are. And of course the speed limit as well is going to play a huge factor of what happens moving forward. Alright, let's go ahead and prepare our brakes. Let's put it in the minimum brake. We're almost done loading passengers. This is obviously a much longer stop given we're at a major hub. Alright, go ahead and lock the doors. And I like to see longer routes like this. This is only about an hour long total. Alright, leaving Penn Station. Let's go ahead and head on out. We can do up to 15 miles per hour as we leave the station. And we're going all the way to New York Penn from Jamaica, so we're not stopping at any of the little stops in between, which is nice. It's going to be more of an express train, but we do got a full 10 miles to go, for better and worse. So I did have to take a slight break right there. Ended up going to the bathroom and coming back. Not sure if I mentioned it or if I was mentioning it before I went to the bathroom and restarted the checkpoint. I would really like to see 2-3 hour scenarios on this game. Alright, let's go ahead and speed up. I don't know if they have any scenarios or I guess routes that are long enough for that per se, but I think it'd be really, really nice to have something a little bit more taxing of time and maybe something that's fairly difficult, although this timetable is very, very difficult in my opinion on the Long Island Railroad. So it's not badly done. I think they could loosen it up just a little bit, like maybe an extra 30-45 seconds for each stop. But I'm sure they did it intentionally. Anyways, beautiful sunset off in the distance. And I'm waiting for clearance to get up to 80 miles per hour at the moment. We have literally 16 minutes to get there, so there's going to be some slowing down at some point. Not sure where, but I guess we'll figure it out in the near future. Still waiting for clearance up to 80. We should get it any second as the back of the train gets off the round part, which it has, and it should get released any second now because we're definitely on the fast portion of the track. Why it hasn't released as of yet. Maybe when the back portion hits that signage right there. There it goes. Much, much better. Rather be doing 80, knocking out some of these miles for you guys. So the car's bouncing around a little bit. Very realistic fashion. I said I hadn't been on this portion, but I'm pretty sure I have done this portion of the track. Maybe the change of Jamaica went to Penn Station. I can't remember. I know I've done this portion of the track, though. Definitely on the express route, though. We're not stopping. You can see there's a station to our right. sure we'll pass by some AI trains at some point. Already made pretty quick work at 2 miles, which is nice. We will have to get down to 60 miles per hour in 2.3 miles. So we'll be keeping an eye out on that. Trying to give you guys some decent views on the exterior. Again, if it were up to me, I do like playing on the inside. I'm not sure which is better for you guys. If you want to comment below whether you like the interior or exterior better, I'm always curious. I'll try to make my videos for you guys a little bit more in the future. If it was just me though, it would be all of this the entire time. Like I might look around like this, but that's about it. Alright, so do got to keep in mind, got to get down to 60 miles per hour coming up on a slight decline, 0.5%. Let's go ahead and start braking. We're going slightly uphill too, or almost 1% incline, which is kind of helping brake as well. Alright, next we're going to have to end up going, let's see, 45 miles per hour. So we're definitely slowing down a bit, and we're almost halfway to York Penn. What is kind of interesting though is we do have AI trains coming up that we're passing by, so let's get on the outside for a second, and we do need to start braking. I'm not sure why I'm speeding up. Let's go ahead and brake down to 45. What's really weird though is it looks like this is 2 separate trains, and they're really close together, which I don't know why that is. That just seems kind of strange, right? Yeah, look how close these guys are. Is that even allowed? Never seen that in my life. It's really, really strange. But we're definitely racing trains at this point. Almost freezes up. It's like the game says there's too much going on. Should be going downhill right here. And I think it's actually going to make us go down to about 30 miles per hour coming up. This part of the route does make sense to me because I'm pretty sure I've sped here a few times. I remember this, we have to switch tracks down here and we got to be under 30. Shortly past where this little 60 mile per hour marker is, so let's go ahead and get under that speed. Pretty sure, could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not slowing down for nothing. Yeah, there we go. And actually it wants us to stop up here. Not sure why. Go ahead and slow way down. You can see the top right, the little red symbol right there means it does want us to actually stop, or at least not pass that section of the track. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Are we waiting for this train behind us? That'd be a bummer because we're the express train, not you. would be a real bummer. We are the express train. Like, I want to yell at this guy. I mean, let me do it. Where's he at? I know he's coming at some point. Unless he has to stop too. Hey, buddy! Slow down there, buddy. I don't know. I have no clue. My assumption is we're waiting for him to go by, which he's going to be on our track for some reason. Not sure. But we have, Jesus, I mean, you can look at the timetable. We got to go 4 miles, but we still have 9 minutes to go 4 miles, so it's definitely a reason for that. I was hoping we won't have to wait for the other train that's behind this train before we can go. That would definitely be a bummer. There it goes. So the 2 local trains pass by the express train. Doesn't make sense to me. We just hit over 10,000 experience points, though. Pretty happy about that. If I could dance at all, I would dance for you guys. Each and every one of these 5 people that watch this video. Oh, come on, I want to get moving. It's kind of like being at a traffic light too long. Especially if you have anxiety. Like, come on, man, I just want to get going. Sun's setting. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I want to take the train home because, you know, I don't make enough to live in the city, obviously, so I have to travel on train to get back out of the city. Here we go. So we're cleared up to 60, but it says it goes down to 30 in about 300 somewhat yards, probably because we are switching tracks. So probably I have no idea if we're actually switching tracks or not, but I'm going to stay under 30. Okay. Getting a small clearance up to 35 shortly. So we go into the right track right here. That's what it looks like. There we go. Yep, definitely are. Before it gives us a clearance to 60. Back of the train we'll have to hit right there. 3.5 miles to go to York Penn. Kind of see it snaking back there a little bit. We got clearance to 35. Let's go ahead and speed up. And clearance to 60. Definitely speed up. Lots and lots of scenery. Buildings are getting taller and taller. Three miles to go. I'm afraid to go too fast, to be honest with you. See some very tall buildings off in the distance. I might get some tunnel action right here. I don't know what just happened with that. What just happened to my screen? Is it because the tunnel was coming up and I have the highlights or the bright lights on? It could be. Or maybe the change of day? I really don't know. That was interesting. Do remember this tunnel. Maybe I remember it from the old Train Simulator game. Maybe it's not Train Sim World that I've been at this portion, but I do remember this tunnel. I do remember that little downhill section. It's kind of cool though. I love the long tunnel. This is very, very interesting. I'd love to do this in real life too. I think it'd be cool. This tunnel definitely seems a lot longer than what I remember though. I just remember a steep incline or decline through the tunnel and then you were out and that was it. Do have to get down to 15 miles per hour in about a mile or so. We have to be there at 18:56. We got plenty of time from the looks of it. Just kind of starting to slow down a little bit because I was actually going back uphill now, which will help me slow down, which is nice. God, I can't remember. Did I play this on the old Train Sim? I really don't know. I have no idea. I feel like we're making decent time though, which is nice. There we go. Kind of just letting the train coast. It's almost braking itself a little bit. 1.5% incline. Hoping we get there on time. I feel like maybe I should be going a little bit faster, but can't tell if I'm going uphill or downhill. It says uphill. It's all a bit confusing at the moment. All right, let's go ahead and get under 15 miles per hour. There we go. I think we're going to get there right on time. It's going to be close. We'll see. Maybe a little bit past time. Hopefully within the minute, though. It's gonna be close. We're at 18:55. We got about 40 seconds to get in. 40 seconds in game time. We'll be there within the minute, which means I should have hit all of my stops on the timetable, which is nice. Love the underground station. Very cool. Makes me want to play World of Subways, to be honest with you, which I haven't played in forever. I definitely liked that game back in the day, though. Yeah, we'll be there within the minute. We're it's almost 18:56 right now. Only 100 yards away, though. So overall, pretty good time. You definitely have to floor it and brake as hard as you can in the bulk of the areas. Okay, let's go ahead and unlock the right. And I'm not sure if it goes anywhere past this or if we are going to lock the train up. I have no idea. Kind of curious to see. So yeah, I guess the scenario is about an hour, right? 30, 40, 50 minutes to an hour. I can't tell how long without editing the video to make sure. There we go. well done. This completes, or that completes this duty. Do you want me to do anything else? Okay, so we do need to do urgency, key out, master key off, turn the headlights off. I guess marker lights on because it's going to go the other way. Then we got to climb down, which I can definitely do. Get me off of this thing. I am ready to go get some dinner and a drink of water or beer. There we go. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. It's a gold medal, 11,694. Definitely increased my level 15 again. I think I was level like 30, 35 before my profile kept resetting over and over again. So I'm happy to be back up there, at least in the double digits. Hopefully can get back up there to level 20 and 30 again in the near future. But I missed out on so many of the CSX heavy haul services and scenarios. All those were completely wiped out. And I've probably had like 60 hours just on CSX heavy haul. Anyways, guys, thank you. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, go to twitch.tv/MiddleAgedGamer and follow me there as well. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Cheers. Don't you know?